Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're tackling a really old question, one that goes way back. Does winning in war actually depend on, well, how far north you are?
It really does go back ages. Thinkers like Hippocrates, way back in the 5th century BCE, were already arguing about this.
Hippocrates. Really?
Yeah, he basically suggested that Europe's rough climate made people tough, warlike, whereas Asia's milder weather made people more, well, indolent, as he put it, a kind of climatic destiny.
Okay, so it's this idea of geographic destiny. And our mission today is to actually test that. We looked at a whole sweep of military history, over 3,000 years.
And crucially, we didn't just stop at the raw geography. We developed an adjusted number to figure out what's really driving success when latitude, doesn't seem to be the answer.
Right, so first things first, how did you even define north and south? It can't just be a line on a map, can it?
Exactly. That was a key challenge. We had to define it relatively for each specific conflict. So take the Punic Wars. Rome is our north, and Carthage is the south.
Okay, relative positioning.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
We applied that approach across 13 major conflicts. Punic Wars, Gallic Wars, even the American Civil War. A really broad sample.
And the results? Just looking at that north-south label.
Well, this is where it gets interesting. The side we labeled northern won 7 times.
Okay.
And the southern side won 6 times.
Wow. So basically a coin toss.
Pretty much, almost exactly 50-50. It's a pretty clear reputation, really. Being northern just doesn't give you some inherent edge in winning wars. Geography sets the stage, sure, but it's not writing the play.
Okay, so if latitude isn't the secret sauce, let's unpack that adjusted number, what actually matters. You mentioned these 4 pillars of adjusted power.
That's right. When you adjust for these factors, the picture becomes much clearer. These pillars represent the real strengths. First, demographic potential, basically. How many people can you actually mobilize?
Right, manpower.
Second, your economic and resource base. Money, materials, all that. Third is technology and organization. How advanced and well-structured are your forces?
That fourth.
Political cohesion and collective will. Some sources call it asabiya. It's that social glue, that shared purpose that holds a state together, especially under pressure.
Let's ground this. The Punic Wars, Rome versus Carthage. How do the pillars play out there? Carthage started rich, right?
Absolutely. Carthage, the south, had a big advantage in Pillar 2, the economic base, huge financial clout, a powerful navy initially, and Hannibal, of course.
Tactical genius.
No question. But Rome, the north here, had a massive edge in Pillar 1 demographics. Their citizen soldier pool was incredibly deep and resilient.
You mean even after disasters like Cannae?
Exactly. Cannae was catastrophic. Tens of thousands lost in one day. But Rome's social structure, its asabiya, that Pillar 4 strength, allowed it to absorb that blow and just keep raising legions. They had the political will and the manpower reserves.
So their ability to mobilize and their unity outweighed Carthage's money and Hannibal's brilliance in the long run. And didn't they innovate too?
Yes, the Corvus, that boarding bridge, was a key Pillar 3 advantage, a technological fix that countered Carthaginian naval skill. So, you see, it was Rome's institutions, its cohesion, its ability to mobilize and adapt, not its latitude, that won the war.
Okay, but what about a case where the Northerners lose?
Great example, the Mongol invasions of Europe, 1237 to 41. The Mongols were definitely not northern in the classical sense. They came from the steppes.
And they crushed the European kingdoms.
Utterly crushed them. Why? Overwhelming superiority in Pillar 3. Technology and organization. Their mobile horse archers, their logistics, their command structure. It was just far beyond what feudal Europe could field.
They were faster, more unified.
Precisely. And they exploited Europe's weakness in Pillar 4 political cohesion. The European kingdoms were fragmented, couldn't unite effectively. The Mongols just picked them off. It shows that superior organization and unity can completely overcome any supposed geographic advantage.
So pulling this all together, what are we really saying? It's not about where you are on the map.
Not fundamentally, no. The real drivers of military success seem to be these dynamic human factors. It's about your state's capacity to mobilize, turning potential into actual fighting power, and that crucial political cohesion, the asabiya, that allows you to sustain effort and loss.
So the winners aren't from cold climates or warm climates. They're the ones who are resilient, unified, and adaptable institutionally.
That seems to be the key takeaway. The ability to organize people and resources effectively and maintain unity of purpose, that's what consistently predicts success far better than latitude.
So what should you, the listener, take away from this? That old idea that geography is destiny. It's appealing, isn't it? Simple.
It is appealing, but the hard look at history suggests something else. Power might exist on the map, resources, population, but only the state, the institution, that can effectively organize and apply that power wins. Maybe the real question isn't where power comes from, but how societies manage to stick together to use it. That's the enduring challenge.